Hey everyone, how's it going? In this video we're going to talk about the Pi Network. This is another cryptocurrency project that claims to allow users to mine using their smartphones and without draining their battery life. So if you're interested to find out more, stick around. Hey everyone, welcome to the Bitcoin for Beginners YouTube channel, and in this video we are going to talk about the Pi Network. So a little bit about Pi Network. It claims to be the first cryptocurrency project to allow users to mine using their smartphone. Their aims are to create a secure, immutable, non-counterfeitable source of digital money. Now they're going to do this by using distributed ledger technology and making use of the Stellar Consensus Protocol. Another claim that they hold is that mining cryptocurrency on your mobile phone will not affect your battery life. The project was founded by 3 individuals, 2 of which hold PhDs from Stanford. The first being Nicholas, and then followed by Chendio, and the third of which is Vincent, who, if you are familiar with the social media profiles, you will recognise as he seems to be the face of the project. Now what I do find a little bit concerning is the fact that you only really do see a picture of Vincent and videos of Vincent on the social media channels, whereas the rest of the team seem to be taking a back seat and don't really seem to be in the public eye very often. I would like to see more of them interacting with the community on various different media channels. With the social media channels being mentioned, you can find Pi Network on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. You will not find them on Telegram, Discord or Bitcoin Talk. They do have a Reddit, however there doesn't seem to be anyone from the team on this Reddit channel. Another thing I want to point out is the lack of tweets on the Pi Network's Twitter profile. I'm really going to focus on the mining and how all of this sort of works. The mining for Pi Network is done on a 4-tier basis, the first of which is a pioneer. This is somebody who uses the mobile app to interact with the network on a daily basis. They do this by signing into the mobile app to verify their identity and to request transactions, so that can be send or receive Pi over the Pi Network. The second of which is a contributor. This is somebody who adds other people to their network within Pi, and this information goes together to create the shared trust graph that we will discuss very briefly later on. The third of which is an ambassador. This is somebody who recruits other individuals to come over and join Pi Network, whether they are pioneers, contributors or ambassadors themselves. An ambassador and a referee will receive a 25% referral bonus for signing up to the network. The fourth is a node. This is somebody who is physically running a node on a desktop or laptop and will maintain the distributed ledger. It is possible to beat all 4 of these tiers of mining and receive contributions based on all 4 of them. Some of the key differences between Pi Network and other blockchain projects is the fact that rewards are paid out daily. They are not paid out per block. They are also spread across the entire network, so as long as you interact with the network in some shape or form, you will receive a payout at the end of the day. It also, in the white paper, discusses the availability of free transactions depending on network congestion. So once the network becomes heavily congested, then miners will be able to sort through transactions based on a fee system, with the higher fees being dealt with first and everybody else having to wait based on the amount of fees they want to pay. These mining fees will be sent to a separate wallet, which will then be distributed with the rest of the mining rewards at the end of the day. So now we can talk about the economics behind the token and the economic model of the project. The first thing to point out is that at present there is no fixed supply and the total supply is unknown. This is because the total supply will be worked out once the project officially launches, because at present the mobile app and the tokens that people are earning is actually acting as a faucet and is just a visual representation of the tokens that will be created in the Genesis block when the mainnet launches. So here we have the total supply equals M plus R plus D, M being the mining rewards R being the referral rewards, and the D being the developer rewards. So the first thing to discuss are the mining rewards, and it basically works out to the fact that there is a fixed supply for each individual user of the network that will be created up to the first 100 million network users. R, or the referral supply, is 50%, which is created at the same time as the mining rewards, which will then be broken down to 25% for the referrer and the referee. These will be distributed at the same time as the mining rewards at the end of each network day. D, or the developer rewards, works out to be 25% of both the mining rewards and the referral rewards combined. In the white paper, it does describe F, which was used in the equation, as a declining function. This, from what I understand of reading the white paper, is considered to be a declining function due to the fact that the supply will be capped to the first 100 million users. We also have the Pi stack, and these are potential use cases for the Pi network. The first one is the distributed ledger and the shared trust graph. This is a map of nodes and contributors and pioneers across the network being rated on their contribution to the network, which is the amount of people they recruit, and also the behavior of the nodes. The shared trust graph will be used to connect users to the nearest well-behaved node on the network if they send and receive any Pi. The second is the attention marketplace. This is being sold as a scarce social media, and the example they use is an Instagram type format where users can post out to the entirety of the Pi network, and only one post will go out at a time. And you can buy this post by staking or spending your Pi in return for the attention of the Pi network. There is also the advertising marketplace. This is where you can opt in to selling your attention to advertisers in return for some Pi. There's also the barter network. This is where users and individuals can sell services and products. We are skipping the shared data and connections because there's no explanation in the white paper as to what that is or what it consists of. After skipping that, we will then jump to the decentralized app store. This is going to be an app store similar to Google, where developers can sell their decentralized apps without having to bootstrap to the network, because all of this will be put in place by the Pi network, which seems like something that the majority of smart contract platform and projects that enable decentralized apps are already have in place. Okay, so let's discuss the governance of Pi network. So under 5 million users, they intend to have a similar off-chain kind of governance to that of Ethereum and Bitcoin. The main difference being that Pi network is going to be a closed source project. So whereas with Bitcoin and Ethereum, users can actually add or put forward code and improvements to the network for people to agree on them. This is not going to be the case for Pi network. The developers will be asking for community input, but they will not be able to implement any kind of change to the code in the same way as users can for Bitcoin and Ethereum, for example. After 5 million users, a committee will be created based on users' contributions to the network. This will be obviously users running a node and that are ranked highly on the shared trust graph, which we know is constituted on behavior of nodes but also on recruitment of other users. The committee will be trusted with the control of the network, deciding on where the network goes and how the network will be run, but also they will allow users to have at least some say on the direction of the network via using the mobile app. And now we have the roadmap. Well, the roadmap consists of absolutely no dates. It's just a generalized description of what the team want to do at some point in the future. We're currently sitting in phase 1, which is the design, development and the trust graph bootstrap. This is where the network is trying to recruit users and increase mobile app downloads and build a foundation for the network when the mainnet does launch. We do have the testnet, which is actually running alongside the phase 1. So anybody running a node at present would actually be running a node on the testnet and helping towards the testnet's success. The mainnet will be launched when the community decides the project is ready. So we have no date of a potential release, just when it's decided on by the community that it's time for the project to launch. So with Pi Network, there are a few things that we need to remember and at least think about. First of which is the total supply, which we don't know what that's going to be. Secondly, we have the social media channels and the team's public relations. Now, we do see a lot of Vincent. He is creating content every now and then discussing the Pi Network, but it seems to be very, very brief, not a lot of description about the progress of the network, and we're not seeing any of the other two team members. So I would really like to see Nicholas or Chendio in front of the camera, letting us know exactly how they're progressing with the network and how things are going behind the scenes. We have Twitter, one of the channels that Pi Network has connected itself to, but they've yet to release a tweet, which I think is just really odd. Why create a social media profile unless you intend to use it? I'd also have liked to have seen a Telegram channel, a Discord, a Bitcoin talk forum, and an official Pi Network Reddit channel. Now, the big selling point for this is the fact that they are enabling users to mine from their mobile phone. But this is actually false advertising. There is no mining going on at all. You are interacting with the network, yes, and you are being rewarded for that. But you're not creating any tokens. All of the tokens are going to be created in the Genesis block. Another thing in regards to the team is Chendio. Her social media presence is non-existent. Now, on the website, she discusses her PhD and the fact that she's had published papers. Well, I did a search of her name and the fact that she comes from Stanford, and I couldn't find any published papers by anybody of that name at all. Now, if you search Nicholas, for example, you will find papers with his titles on that he and other authors have put forward. I am a little bit concerned that Chen isn't who she says she is. Now, obviously, all of this information that I've put forward to you guys is my own research. I do try my very best to be unbiased and give you just the fact, but if you disagree, that is obviously your opinion. I expect everybody watching this, if you are going to invest in Pi Network, to go out there and do your own research. I have included my references in the description below for at least a starting point, but I actively encourage you to go out and do your own research. So you should soon see some videos suggested watching. All of our video is educational and unbiased and hopefully enjoyable, so check one of these out. But before you do that, make sure that you have liked and subscribed to the channel, and if you want to receive notifications, you can hit the bell icon as well. Well, that's it for me. I've been Fez for Bitcoin for Beginners. Take care.